share with you guys. We found our flat and I love it. You can see a little bit in the background already, but I'm gonna do a proper video on it another time because I want to talk about some other stuff today. Mainly of how the first 2 weeks have been back in London in the new flat, but also back at work. So I think that's what we should start with. Always drink. My sister obviously studies medicine, so she keeps telling me you need to drink more, you need to drink more. I'm trying to drink now 2 liters a day. I know some people do that on an average. I'm trying to get there. The first 2 weeks have been really interesting. The first place I want to start is actually my career and my job. So people know I've started my training contract. And it's been really nice because the first 2 weeks, and I think this is for all the lawyers in the UK, the first 2 weeks you just do like training, PSC training and litigation training. So the nice thing about that is that you get to know your colleagues and you get to know your intake, which I think for some people is quite exciting, and it definitely was for me. I did meet them a few times. So if your firm does summer parties or Christmas parties, that's the place to get to know your colleagues, the ones you're starting with and also the others. And so yeah, I saw them again at the PSC and we had a great time. We actually are all studying right now for exam tomorrow. Let me show you. Oh, so this is what you will be studying. PSC, professional skills course basically, and the only exam you have to take is the financial business exam, so that's kind of nice. Apparently it's not too difficult, so that's good. I think what I took away from the PSC in the first 2 weeks at work is that I think the mindset for me was a major advantage of going into work and reminding myself, because it's been so long between the time when I got the training contract and the start date, because in the city they recruit 2 years in advance usually. So I got the offer in 2015 and now obviously it's 2017, so a lot has happened in between. A lot has happened in between, and I think it's really important just to remind yourself again, why did I want to work there in the first place, and what are my aims, what are my goals? Am I just gonna float along, or am I just, am I gonna be the best of myself? And I'm sure all the people who are applying for law anyway have that attitude of let's rock. So that's good, and you will definitely feel that once you start working with the team and with your colleagues. There's definitely, I think, an atmosphere of we are finally here, let's start and let's do it. So that's, I think was really nice to see for me. Let's get a snack. I don't even know, do I have anything in the house? It's gonna be embarrassing if I don't. Let's see. I should do this better to see my beautiful face. Oh, I know. So guys, these, my friend Tash, shout out to Tash who I saw yesterday, got these for me from Holland. Yeah, Straps waffles. They're so good. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to talk with you guys about is getting times and routine right. So I'm in general I'm a person who plans ahead quite a bit, I think. Not to like an extreme. I know there are some people out there who literally plan and when to go to use the bathroom and when to like change and when to brush your teeth. No, I'm not that type of person, but I do think that I'm a person who likes to, know when she meets who and when, yeah, those kind of things. So what I realized with now starting work is, because the first 2 weeks are a really good transition, because it's not directly at the office, so we were not at our offices, we were at offices in Canary Wharf. So you have some time to adjust to the system basically, because you're not expected to be there at 9:30. We actually started most of the time at 10. This was for the trainee litigation, and then finished, quite early. So that was really nice. So what I realized for me is that having a routine is even more important now, because you quickly lapse into let's chill once things calm down a lot. And my brother said this once, and it was so wise, because he said, it's actually in the times that we chill that we should be the most disciplined, because that's when we get the most done, and that's when you actually build lifestyle. So for me, the last 2 weeks, I try to get up at a specific time. What I usually do is I get up, have my morning routine of just boiling some hot water and putting it into my French press and having my Colombian coffee, which obviously by now you guys know I'm obsessed with. Then I read my Bible. So I read my Bible for probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes, just even if it's just a little bit. But for me, that really gets my mindset. and that gives me also the strength for the day. And then after that, I then get ready, shower, and just having that fuel in the morning makes for me a huge difference. So this can be anything for you. It can be reading a book, can be listening to the radio, it can be listening to your favorite wake-up song or playlist on Spotify. But I think having that routine, even then when it gets more difficult and more busy, will help you a lot to get that motivation in the morning and get the right kickoff. And I think the kickoff is crucial. So then obviously you go to work. So what do you do when you come home? So I have realized, especially now with Tatenda and us being married and my husband, that I can sometimes come back with a bit of a bad attitude already, just because of traffic really in London and the commute, which hasn't, I don't even know what's going on because my commute is not long. It's 38 minutes, 35 to 38 minutes. I don't know. So I think it's just, you know, leaving the traffic mood and the city mood outside and then, you know, coming into new atmosphere inside. And I think it's so crucial that you have a routine there as well. So what I do usually is I pop into Sainsbury's just downstairs of our development, and I just buy, like, even if I don't need anything, but I buy like broccoli or I buy some salad or sometimes a chocolate bar, just to, you know, switch off and know, okay, this is my shopping now, this is the purchase. And then remember, mood switch, and then you go into the flat. That really, really helped me, and it really did wonders. Obviously, I don't need to tell you guys when to go to bed. You guys are all adults, so I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, those little bits I just wanted to share with you. In the first weeks already, I realized that helped me a lot. I know there are probably a lot of lawyers watching anyway, probably even my colleagues and the intake. Please do share your experiences if you agree, if you don't agree. Of course, do let me know as well. And yeah, so now switching on to my personal life. My personal life has been up and down like crazy. My marriage has been up. I love being married. I know people always like literally are so surprised. Everybody in my family is starting a different thing. So my brother's in Singapore right now doing a scholarship there. My sister is writing her doctor title and studying at the same time. My dad's in Nigeria doing loads kind of projects. My mom's in Germany with Jinadu. Then I'm starting here. So I think because we've all been separated, it was kind of like, wow, we are obviously flying somewhere. We're always going somewhere, but like there was that a bit of fear, I think, in my heart of, oh my God, are we all gonna be fine? So that's been a bit of like an interesting curveball for me that I try to deal with, and I think that's just part of growing up, I guess. If you come from a family that lives in a lot of continents and countries, maybe you can give me some advice how to like just be at peace in my heart. I know everybody's fine. We are very close, so we do talk a lot, and I know that everything is fine, but I would appreciate any advice you can give. Funny. It's just been a jump in, a dive in, but it's been great. I'll keep you guys updated. One of the aims is that, because it's bank holiday next weekend, to do something fun. Either go to the carnival. Is it worth it? I don't know. I'm not even kind of like, I hear like the camps are so divided. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be most likely sharing on that the next time. Alright guys, thanks so much for like watching. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys stay updated. I do want to stay updated on what I'm up to, especially on work, how to handle a career in the city, I guess. How is my marriage? How's life being married young? And how's just the lifestyle in London? Stay updated, subscribe, and send some love. Okay guys, that's it for today. I'm up. I need to study for this exam, and yeah.